To access the placement sheets, simply go to Shared Drives. Once you're in Shared Drives, locate the Assessment Placement Data Information Shared Drive. Double-click it to open it. You'll see that there's a folder in there called Student Placement Documents. Open that. Locate your school. Double-click on the document for your school, and then there are sheets for each of the different grade levels, from kindergarten going into first going into second going into third, and third going into the fourth. Simply double-click on the document. Once the document opens, you'll notice that there are several sheets. We will be working in the first sheet for the most part. It says grade level students 2022-2023 school year, and the students presently in grade 2 will show up within that sheet. You'll also notice that up top there is a plus sign here. If you click that, it's going to open up columns G through P. Those columns have different demographic information in there. We will be using column E to assign a student to a particular unnamed classroom. You can also use column U to give the students a score based on your overall classroom teacher rank, and we'll also be able to put notes in column AA. All of the other columns pull information from various places. So the first couple of columns has the student's name and their percentile ranking for the composite middle of the year score from Dibbles. So basically it's ranking students that way. You'll also notice that there is a T1, T2 averages column M. It's taking all of the grades and the report cards and averaging them. And then it's also ranking the students. So this student here is 11th from the top for all of the students in the grade level. They also have a math average and a math ranking as well. And then they also have a ranking based on their Dibbles composite score. So this student was number 1 in the class for their Dibbles score, number 23 for their math ranking, and number 11 for their overall ranking. And here is their average overall rank. So what you'll see is a list of the students and their average rankings, and some of those students will have a lower ranking than others, and lower ranking means that they may be performing better overall academically. So all of that information is in here, and then there is some information regarding MTSS. So you'll actually be able to see how many times students have been in the MTSS program or in the MTSS workflow. Also the total number of conduct incidences, SRSS information, and then columns Y and Z have information regarding unexcused and excused absences. So once you're looking at students, you can actually come back over to column E and you can start placing them. So you can see that this student has already been placed in Collaborative Classroom 3. If you want to reduce columns F through P, just simply click the minus sign here, and it's going to slide everything over. And that just might be a little easier to look at the student's overall academic score and place them in a grouping. Once you start placing students, a few things happen. They automatically get calculated in all of the charts here. So you can see that we have some basic information regarding race, Latino information, gender data is also listed here. Free and reduced lunch status. So you can see in classroom 2, there's one student that has paid lunch. Classroom 3 has 1. Classroom 4 has 1 student free lunch, and the collaborative classroom has 4 students with free lunch. So when I start going through each of the classrooms, all of the students from that first page get pushed over here as well. So now I start to see what the classrooms look like once we start compiling them. And then over to the right, you'll end up seeing some charts regarding student gender, race information, special education counts. So there are 7 active IEP students so far, free reduced lunch count information, and then academic information here. So the average academic ranking right now is 41.88. And so what we'll end up wanting to see is that average ranking is similar across the grade level. So each classroom will have a space where the students are automatically added to the classrooms. So essentially, you're going to be working in this first page and use the pull downs to place students in a classroom. If you put them in a classroom and you no longer want them in that classroom, just click there, hit the backspace key, and it'll remove them from that grouping. Good luck. If you need any assistance, you can speak to your principals, and I'll also send out a link where I'll be available for consultation throughout the day on Monday.